Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Virgo. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for the week of June 19th through the 25th, 2023, but energy is timeless, and so anytime that you're seeing this, if the energy, message, title resonates at all, then there's messages meant for you, right? This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have strong Virgo placements anywhere throughout your chart, then it could be meant for you as well. Don't try to force anything or make it fit, but do understand that energies can be crisscrossed, flip-flopped, and or reversed, and that everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them. So it's all about a matter of balance. This week we've got the Moon in Leo on Tuesday. Like at the beginning of the week it's in Cancer, but it's like wrapping up. So the Moon moves into Leo on Tuesday. Fire energy, focusing on self and creativity. Creativity without fear. It's like live, laugh, love passionately. Oh, give me a second. I just dropped some of these cards. Okay, so then on Wednesday is the big summer solstice. It is celebration to summer, the gateway to summer. It's also called Litha. I'm probably butchering that, but it's Litha. And it's firepower energy. Although it corresponds with the full moon, it's all about the sun, like sun energy, personal power, and fire energy, vision, and action, right? So then on Friday, the moon moves into your sign, Virgo, and that's earth energy, all about organization, routines, tidying up, reading, learning new things. And then on Sunday, the moon moves into Libra. It's all about balance and visual appeal, regaining, harmony between things, letting things go, and also speaking up, sharing, or writing about topics that you believe in. Okay, so before I go into the spread, actually, the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you, Virgo, was Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. It's actually one of my favorite Leonard Skinner songs. It's probably a lot of people's, right? But it's mine for many, many reasons. I didn't write down the lyrics. I'll try to drop the link in the comments below so you can take a listen for yourself. It's a great smoking song. I use plant medicine, cannabis, and whatnot, and I just love sitting back and relaxing with a joint listening to that song. But it talks about leading a simple life, just not paying attention to keeping up with the Joneses constantly, right? But doing what matters most to you and conserving and just living a simple life. You don't need a lot of things. You need a good spouse. In the song it talks about get your good woman, or man. Cherish what is most important in this world, and that's love and unity and, togetherness and family. Like, that's what's most important. It's not about money. It's not about success. It's not about the material things, because you can't take that with you when you die, when you cross over. But you still have bits and pieces of your soul. Like, that's how we talk to spirits. Like, your soul doesn't die, It moves on, just in a different realm. You are a product of what you believe, is what I'm seeing right now. We're going to shuffle for new messages. But, be a simple man or woman, lead a simple life. Underneath the deck, we've got number 7, possessions. It regards belongings, finances, assets, and treasures. So we're sitting here talking about being a simple man or simple woman. And the underlying energy to this read already is talking about possessions. And so there could be some friction surrounding your belongings or finances, assets, and treasures. I know, even though I'm a Scorpio, I've got Virgo Mars. And I get very possessive about my possessions. As a Scorpio, Scorpios can be possessive. Usually it's about a person. That's not my case. I get possessive about my possessions because it makes me angry if somebody, takes my stuff, like steals from me. So that's when I get the most angry. But the thing with Virgos, it's really funny with us. When we get mad, It's not about getting even. Oh, no. Virgo's karma works in our favor. When Virgos get pissed off, karma works in our favor. And everybody who hurt us, even if it takes time, anybody who hurt us or who slighted us or whatever, they get their karma for sure. And that's a Virgo thing. I think it's just because of we're so grounded. I don't know. Top of the deck, action. This is really interesting. You have 2 red cards too. So red is going to be a very significant color for you this week. But action, number 3, movement, perseverance, discipline, and motivation. So it's about taking action on something, about being motivated, about being disciplined, especially in order to make it happen. 3s are all about celebration, but they're also about partnership, cooperation, working together. They can be about heartbreak, but it's more like waiting for your ships to come in. Then 7s are about your boundaries and putting up boundaries and being on the defense, not necessarily in a bad way. It could be like you're being defensive, but it's more like you're defending your possessions, you're defending your belongings, you're defending even your beliefs, right? Morals, ethics, and values. So take it as it resonates. A lot of passionate, fiery energy. Also, 7 + 3 = 10. 10s are endings. So you could be going through some kind of an ending or something, but also a beginning. Because 1 + 0 is 1. So there's that as well. What do we have for the spiritual AF message for Virgo this week? Yeah, you may have to take action on something this week. For Virgo, please. What do we have for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity? For Virgo, please. Okay. 2 cards came out. Just need 1. Thank you. Okay, accept the good in your life and know you're a freaking delight. I can't say the word because I don't want to get banned. Once you notice the good shit going on in your life, more good shit starts happening. It's like a magnet or a dung beetle. Fun fact, once a dung beetle gets a little nub of poop, he runs around with it and more poop sticks to it and grows and grows and grows. Goodness is like that. That's really funny. So, accept the good, look for the silver lining. You know, again, going back to the song, Simple Man. It's like, just when you're a simple person, when you're a simple man, when you look for the little things, right? That's what brings the biggest value, the biggest appreciation, you know, for life back. That's what makes yourself a delight to be around. Because if you're negative all the time, if you're going around out saying things like, oh, F me, F this, F me, like that's the kind of energy that's going to come back to you. That's exactly the kind of energy that you'll attract. You know, but when you give gratitude for the simple things, the little things, you know, not being so materialistic about your possessions and whatnot, that's when you see the miracles happen, you know. That's the people who have the most abundance, or those that can appreciate everything. So take it as it resonates. Let's get into the tarot for Virgo, please. What do we have for Virgo? I just saw messages coming in. Maybe having to do with an Aries walking away. Something about balancing finances. Controversy potentially in the workplace. New cycles. What do we got for Virgo? Heard 2, so that's 1. One more. Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity, please, spirits, for the greater good. What do we have for Virgo? Let's get into this. Okay, so underneath the deck, we've got the Death and Rebirth card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Could be dealing with a house or home, because number 13 is 1 + 3. That's 4. 4 is about house, home, stability, structure, foundation. Also could be like office, but it's like an actual structure over your head, or just stability in general. But also the Death and Rebirth, like, it could be an actual death in the family or something like that. And if so, I am sorry to hear about that. Compassion, hugs, and healing. But also, this is like death of old ways, death of ego, death of unhealthy relationship. And it's like once you've put that to rest, then you have the room for a rebirth of something new, something better, I'm not saying, anybody's better than somebody that's passed on, but you know what I'm saying. Like new energy, right? So, but this is just all about transformation. You could be going through a major transformation right now or be coming upon one. Okay, so what cards are these? One more, please. One more for Virgo. Wow. Okay, I have to pick that one up now, too. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So, 3 cups fell on the floor. We've got the 4 of Cups. This talks about somebody being bored and over it. Not seeing the fourth cup that's right there in front of them, filled with rainbows and magic. They're looking in the wrong direction. They're not, this is in the past, recent past, and this could have been you, Virgo. But also this is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy, or you could have that somewhere in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. But this is somebody that wasn't necessarily grateful for what they had around them, or wasn't seeing the bigger picture, didn't see that fourth hand right in front of them. This is also a card of like just being over something, kind of like just ready to move on. It's like not being very appreciative. And then we've got the Magician. The Magician is a little bit of a trickster. It's Gemini energy. This is somebody who uses magic and alchemy to change a situation from, say, bad to good, but usually for the benefit of themselves only. There are good magicians. I'm not saying that there's bad, right? But I feel like somebody got really bored with life and started playing around with magic, started playing around with magic, trying to transmute a situation. Now, what they muted it to is celebration. So it is, it is being looked upon favorably, or there's something to celebrate here in the near future. Let's get clarification on this. Maybe something to take, like this is someone taking action, so you take action on it, and then it's like partnership or working together in order to celebrate. Also could denote like a party of 3, so some kind of like relationship with 3 people. Polyamorous for some, not everybody. Take it as it resonates. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be friendship. It could be work related. Cups are about emotions, feelings, and happiness, and we see a lot of water energy here. So again, you could be dealing with like a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But this has something to do with taking action regarding your possessions. Maybe this is also talking about if you take action now, like you didn't maybe know what to do in the past or wasn't sure which direction to take, but you didn't see this other cup right in front of you, right? It's like you started doing some magic, started working your magic, you're thinking about how to work your magic, and that's by taking action, right? Because every little thing that you do every day, if it's just one little thing every single day, it helps you move forward, and that's a magic in itself, right? But that will ultimately bring you out to this Three of Cups energy, which is celebration. Underneath the deck, we've got the King of Swords. That's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And this could be like a judge. It could be a lawyer. It could be somebody with legal happenings. Oh, I forgot to look at underneath the deck. Oh, okay. Underneath the deck, Virgo, we've got the Ace of Wands. This is like an awakening. It's like a passionate new idea. But it's like somebody waking up and realizing something. Could be in regards to a Queen of Cups, Five of Wands, which is like arguing, bickering, fighting energy. Maybe that's underlying energy. But I feel like somebody's having a realization. And it could be like this is like waking up and realizing I need to take action. I need to do something now in order to come out with a favorable position, right? But the energy going into this read is with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is extremely wise. He makes his decisions based on logic, fact, and reason. He's been through the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs. That's what makes him a wise leader. He can also come across kind of cold-hearted and sort of like an asshole. But that doesn't mean that he's not compassionate. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have emotions and feelings. It just means that he doesn't use that side of him when he's I almost said dictating, when he's making his decisions, right? All right, so what do we have for Virgo? Clarifying the Four of Cups, please. What's the Four of Cups for Virgo for June 19th through the 25th? It's the Four of Cups, the Hanged Man. That's about right. So that's like stuck in stagnant energy, and you're over it. You're tired of being stuck. You're tired of waiting for the outcome of what's about to happen, right? You want to move this forward. Now, the thing with the Hanged Man is, like, even if you're forced into a situation where you're kind of in like a timeout, you can get yourself unstuck. You have to just focus on that fourth cup. You have to turn around and see, oh, there's something else there for me. Like, instead of me worrying about these three cups that are empty, I want to focus on the fourth cup that's full, right? You always have another option. You always have another opportunity. You just have to look for it. So what's this Magician energy for Virgo? What's this Magician for Virgo? Thank you. Wow, the Four of Cups. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. The Magician is trying to work some magic. Maybe you're even going to a practitioner. Maybe this isn't you. Maybe this is somebody with Gemini placements. Or somebody who's like a magic practitioner. Trying to work some magic. Careful with that. Is all I gotta say. Now, like reading tarot and whatnot, that's one thing. You're watching, you're making decisions for yourself, but when you ask somebody to do magic for you, whole nother game that you're playing, that you got to be careful, because that's putting your free will into the hands of another. So, and that's where magicians become very tricky, because it's not about what you want, it's about what they decide that you want. Take that as it resonates. What's the Three of Cups for Virgo? What's the Three of Cups for Virgo? Ace of Wands, which is underneath the deck. It's a passionate new start, a new idea. Like, wands are, okay, so wands are about passion. They're also about, it's like passion towards a person. So this could be passion towards like a new type of relationship. Could involve 3 or more people. I'm not judging. But also this could be passion towards like a new job or a new career or a new profession, because wands are also about like, you know, passion projects and what brings in finance and money and makes you happy and keeps you passionate, right? So there just could be like a new venture, a new endeavor that you're interested in, and it's a brand new start. And that's what you're trying to get yourself out of this stuck energy. Like you're over it. You really, truly are. And so what you're doing is calling in this magician, whether it's yourself or another, and trying to work some magic to conjure up a new, passionate new beginning. Whether it's in a relationship or a work type of atmosphere. Something that you will love, though. And underneath the deck, clarifying the Ace of Wands, this passionate new beginning, is the Three of Wands. And that's knowing that your ships are coming in. It's like you have this knowing, this feeling that it's right there. Okay. Let's get a Kabbalah Tree of Life Oracle for you. Now I'm hearing, whatever it is that you're moving forward and for the reasons why, I'm looking at that possessions. I see 3 wands here and a 4th wand here, and 4 wands is house, home, structure, like we were talking about earlier, possessions, that kind of energy. Remember, the more simple of a life that you lead, the less complicated that it becomes. Just remember that, Virgo. Okay. What do we have going into this read for Virgo, please? What's the Kabbalah Tree of Life Oracle for Virgo? The Locksmith. Underneath the deck, we've got the Veil. That's going within. I'm going to read these real quick because we're already at 21 minutes. I've been wanting to keep these short. So, I literally just flipped right to the Locksmith, so we'll read this one first. Okay, so the Locksmith. You cannot achieve utter security. You can take reasonable precautions to protect, but beyond that, you'll only create the opposite effect, putting something out of your reach altogether. It may spoil and tarnish it if it is never used. Relationships are the same. We can never be completely certain of another person, and we have to grant them the freedom to make their own choices. Like I was saying earlier, free will. It's all about free will. By all means, work for stability. Look after your possessions. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Look after your possessions and your relationships with love and care. But in the end, you are the only caretaker, not the jailer. Somebody could be dealing with jail. Somebody could be looking at jail and maybe trying to avoid it also. I felt that earlier. So possible meanings: a guard or a caretaker. Locks, codes, and protective mechanisms. Caution. Check your boundaries and your security measures. Specialist help is useful, but set your own limits on it. Something is locked up that should be released. Overprotectiveness, the challenge of passing through a locked door. I think somebody may be being like really possessive, or either somebody's needing to take action to protect their possessions, or somebody was possessive and maybe jumped too soon about taking action on something. Okay, that's interesting. So then the Veil, underneath the deck, what this is kind of what that message might be talking about. There are sacred areas of your life which you are afraid to examine, but perhaps you are now strong enough to explore them. It is better to learn about them yourself than to wait until some outside force tears them apart. These are your values, and they have real meaning for you, even if they need to be stripped of the illusions which surround them. Whoa, that's deep. So possible meaning: sudden overthrow of authority, a sense of mystery, a secret to be revealed, radical new ideas and innovations, an upset between older and younger people, an issue of truth and lies. Dang. Okay, now I'm getting a completely different message. So what I'm seeing here is that there are secrets that are being locked up, secrets that are trying to be hidden, but they're about to come out. They will be unveiled, because that's what the veil is covering them right now, right? It's in regards to possession. Somebody may have taken action way too soon, and that's why these secrets are being kept. Somebody's over it. Somebody's tired of this, tired of that energy. They want to transform, transmute. That's what this magician is. The covering, trying to cover, lock something up in hopes for celebration in the future. Mind you, this is just for this week, right? They're trying to protect maybe a community or a group of people. That's really interesting. Okay. So what else do we have for Virgo? That's for some of you, not all of you. What else do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo, please? How funny. Okay, so underneath the deck we've got Rose. Romance is in the air. So for some of you, we've got some romance happening. Now, I'll go into it in just a second. What else? Woo! What else do we have for Virgo, please? You guys have a lot coming out. Okay. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. So if romance is in the air, that could be the reason for the muddled, unclear thinking. Also, be careful about toxicity, too much drinking, too much smoking, drugs, anything like that. Okay. The only two cards that fell face down, I'll read those first. It's Firecracker, excitement, but also Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to take change. I feel like this is calling to a change of authority, like it was talking about in the Veil. There could be a change of authority in some kind of like working type of atmosphere, relationship, something like that, where somebody's taking action. Could be jumping jobs, jumping careers, jumping companies, something like that. But someone could be stubborn about it. Then we've got Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. So you could have a loss of something. Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. This is what I was kind of chuckling at, because that accept the good in your life and know that you're a freaking delight. It was talking about a dung beetle, right? Well, this is the beetle, and this talks about good fortune, because technically that dung beetle, what he's collecting, even though it's a bunch of shit, it brings in good fortune, right? The longer he goes collecting it. Just take it as it resonates. All of these tea leaf fortune cards, it's not about the same thing, or doesn't have to be. And not all of them are going to apply to you. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind for somebody who it's for, who it's meant for. You could be dealing with a younger man. It's dealings or a relationship with a younger man. Kangaroo, unsettled times, needing to plan ahead. This could have to do with like house, home, or whatever this work relationship is. And then you've got a fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. I just heard wife. Somebody could have a wife with blonde, gray, or white hair. All right, Virgo, that is what I have for you this week. It kind of went off in a couple different directions. Of course, there's different Virgos that are listening to these readings. Not all of you guys have the same birth charts. Birth charts are like a thumbprint. Every single one is unique. That said, I hope that the messages resonated with you, gave you clarity, insight, or answers. And if so, please make sure to drop a comment in the comments below. Also, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now. It really helps me grow the channel. That's what I'm trying to do. Also, if you'd like to drop a tip or a donation to help the channel grow, that, or if you're interested in diving deeper into this reading or wanting to get a personal for your own, I have all of that information in the description below this video. But as you know, it is together we grow. So I really appreciate you spending your time and energy with me. this week as I read for you, and I look forward to reading for you again in a future video. So I will see you on the flip side, Virgo. I hope you have a great week. Peace.